Liv Morgan breaks down in tears after becoming WWE Royal Rumble winner. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Liv Morgan is going to main event WrestleMania 42 after winning the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. Morgan broke down in tears after her historic victory in Saudi Arabia, with unseen footage showing her raw emotion. After finishing as a runner-up in 2023 and 2024, Morgan finally won the Women's Royal Rumble match. She came in at number 14 and lasted 43.50, eliminating Raquel Rodriguez, Natty Neidhart, and Tiffany Stratton to claim the victory. It was also her 9th straight appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble match, making her one of 2 WWE superstars to appear in all 9 editions of the bout in history, alongside Natty. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, a fan with the username @TwistedJohnX shared a short clip of Liv Morgan crying as she returned to the backstage area via the entrance ramp. She was sobbing and was overcome with emotions as her music continued playing. It will be interesting to see which world title Liv Morgan will go after at WrestleMania 42. Morgan eliminated her Judgment Day stablemate Raquel Rodriguez. En route to her win, Rodriguez could become the Women's World Champion this Monday on Raw. She's set to challenge Stephanie Vaquer, which means the Judgment Day could implode if Big Mamie Cool wins the title. Who will Liv Morgan face at WrestleMania 42? On the Royal Rumble post-show, Liv Morgan opened up about her win in Saudi Arabia. Morgan was asked about her plans for WrestleMania 42, but it seems like she hasn't made up her mind yet and is just soaking up the high of winning. You know, I have the choice to choose any champion that I want, and I don't want to make a brash decision. I don't want to rush my decision, so I'm going to take my time, and I will choose when the time is right, when I think it's right, on who is right, Morgan said. If Morgan doesn't want to challenge for the Women's World Championship, she could also go after Jade Cargill's WWE Women's title. Congratulations to WWE star Liv Morgan. Congratulations are in order for Judgment Day's Liv Morgan following the 2026 Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Morgan made history inside the Riyadh Season Stadium at King Abdullah Financial District. The 2-time Women's World Champion entered at number 14, becoming just the 2nd female WWE superstar to appear in all 9 Women's Rumble matches. Natty Neidhart, who was the number 13 entrant, became the first to accomplish the feat. But it wasn't the only history that Liv Morgan made in Saudi Arabia. After finishing as runner-up in 2023 and 2024, Morgan has finally won a Women's Rumble match. She outlasted 29 other stars, last eliminating Tiffany Stratton to book her ticket to WrestleMania 42. Liv Morgan was in the Royal Rumble match for 43 minutes and 50 seconds, which is the 3rd longest time this year, just behind Charlotte Flair and Sol Ruca. Morgan also eliminated 3 women, including Raquel Rodriguez, Natty Neidhart, and Tiffany Stratton. Rodriguez, quote, S elimination was a shocker since they both represent Judgment Day. It's going to be an interesting episode of Raw this Monday, especially with Big Mommy Cool challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship. That means if Rodriguez dethrones Vaquer, Morgan could face her friend and Judgment Day stablemate at WrestleMania 42. Liv Morgan hasn't decided on which title she wants to go after. Liv Morgan is not in a hurry to make a decision on which title she wants to challenge for at WrestleMania 42. Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez are set to battle this Monday, while Jade Cargill appears to be heading for a title feud against Jordynne Grace. In the Royal Rumble post-show, Morgan shared her reaction to what will go into his huge decision for the grandest stage of them all. I have the choice to choose any champion that I want, and I don't want to make a brash decision. I don't want to rush my decision. So I'm going to take my time, and I will choose when the time is right, when I think it's right, on who is right," Morgan said. This year's WrestleMania will be held at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's going to be 2 nights. Once again, Dominic Mysterio's reacts to Liv Morgan's WWE Royal Rumble victory. She responds, Dominic Mysterio reacts to Liv Morgan's Royal Rumble victory. Going into the Royal Rumble, Morgan was very confident she would win this year's Women's Rumble match because it was taking place at her lucky location, Saudi Arabia, where she has always won her matches. Fortunately, luck was on her side this time as well, as Morgan picked up the victory in this year's Women's Royal Rumble match. She entered at number 14 and eliminated Natty, number 13, her own Judgment Day teammate Raquel Rodriguez, number 17, and Tiffany Stratton, number 30, to punch her ticket to WrestleMania in Las Vegas. She lasted around 44 minutes in the ring. Following her Rumble victory, her on-screen boyfriend Dominic Mysterio logged onto Twitter to congratulate the greatest Royal Rumble winner ever. In response, Liv Morgan replied to his tweet with one of her own Dominique. Mysterio is currently absent from WWE after sustaining a shoulder injury on December 20th, 2025, during a match at WWE's Guerra de Titan event, where his father, Rey Mysterio, accidentally caused a rough landing during a DDT spot. Fans were hoping to see him return at Royal Rumble 2026, but it did not happen. Despite the injury, WWE has not stripped him of the Intercontinental Championship. Liv Morgan comments on betraying Raquel Rodriguez at Royal Rumble. Liv Morgan appeared on the WWE Royal Rumble post-show event, where she addressed eliminating Raquel Rodriguez from the Women's Rumble match. She said that her teammate is not selfish and will be happy for her victory, since she already has a shot at the Women's World Championship. So, I know Raquel Rodriguez better than anyone else on this planet, and if I know Raquel, she is not a selfish human being. She is the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship, and now I have an opportunity to win a championship as well. I'm sure she's so happy for me because a win for one in the Judgment Day is a win for all. Liv Morgan shocks WWE Universe with Royal Rumble victory, sets sights on WrestleMania. Glory Liv. Morgan has achieved what many thought was impossible. She's won the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble and punched her ticket to the main event of WrestleMania 42. The Judgment Day member outlasted 29 other competitors in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, marking a career-defining moment that puts her in the driver's seat for championship gold. The victory caps off years of near misses and heartbreak for Morgan, who finally broke through when it mattered most. With Sol Ruca and Tiffany Stratton as her final opponents, Morgan proved she belongs among WWE's elite performers. The elimination strategy worked perfectly for Morgan, who emphasized that a win for one in the Judgment Day is a win for all. Her confidence suggests any potential friction within the stable will be smoothed over quickly. True to Judgment Day form, Morgan confirmed she'll consult with her stablemates before making the final call. This strategic approach shows Morgan understands the magnitude of her opportunity and isn't taking anything for granted. The Royal Rumble victory represents redemption for Morgan, who has consistently fallen short in previous high-stakes matches. Her perseverance has finally paid off in the biggest way possible, setting up what promises to be an unforgettable WrestleMania moment. With the road to WrestleMania officially underway, all eyes turn to Morgan's championship decision. Whether she chooses Cargill or Vaquer, one thing is certain. Liv Morgan's moment has finally arrived, and she's ready to make the most of it on wrestling's grandest stage. Major Judgment Day member set to miss WWE Royal Rumble. Shares new update. a member of the Judgment Day suggested that they will not be in Saudi Arabia for the WWE Royal Rumble 2026 tomorrow night. Tonight's edition of SmackDown is the final show before the PLE this weekend. Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio is currently out of action due to an injury, and many fans are hoping to see him return during the Men's Royal Rumble match. However, that may not come to fruition, as Dirty Dom took to his Instagram story today to reveal he was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Raw. General Manager Adam Pearce informed Finn Balor that the Men's Royal Rumble match was full this past Monday night on the Red brand. Balor responded by interfering in the World Heavyweight Championship main event match between AJ Styles and CM Punk. The Judgment Day star hit Punk with 3 coups de grace to end a WWE Raw earlier this week. WWE Hall of Famer praises Dominic Mysterio. Wrestling veteran Rikishi recently discussed Dominic Mysterio's potential and praised him as a performer. Speaking on his Off the Top podcast, the legend noted that the champion was intelligent. Rikishi also stated that Mysterio was very talented in the ring and likely learned a lot from his father, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. He quote, "S definitely smart. He's definitely talented in the ring. I'm sure he's talented in and out the squared circle. Knowing the legacy that he comes from with his father, he's very well surrounded by people that, no one, care for him. Number 2, that not going to hold back anything but the truth to him when it comes in the squared circle and in this business. So, to carry that Mysterio name, that's some weight. You know what I mean? That's some weight. I mean, we know his father is one of the greatest of all times in Lucha Libre." Rikishi said Dominic Mysterio is also the reigning AAA Mega Champion. Only time will tell when the 28-year-old will be cleared to return to WWE television. Liv Morgan secures WrestleMania 42 women's title match after Royal Rumble victory. Now Morgan will shift her focus to WrestleMania 42, where she might challenge Women's World Champion Stephanie Walker. The WWE Royal Rumble witnessed a thrilling end as the show featured 30 superstars showcasing their talent. Wrestlers from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT entertained the audience with strong action. The 31-year-old Liv Morgan also emerged victorious in the match and became the first ever Royal Rumble. Morgan is known to be one of the top contenders since the very start. WWE has once again given her a major push, and she has now earned Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 42. The match started with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, who at first didn't attack each other. But soon after, other superstars entered the ring, which included Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Natalya. All of them impressed the crowd with their action. Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez worked together for a time. Lash Legend also made a strong impact and eliminated 5 superstars. In the end, Ripley eliminated Legend, but Raquel eliminated Ripley. In the final stage, Morgan, Sol Ruca, and Tiffany remained. Tiffany eliminated Ruca, and Morgan then delivered an Oblivion move to Tiffany to secure the victory. Morgan executed the match with remarkable strategy and cunning. Liv Morgan was sidelined due to injury in June 2025, but he made a stunning comeback in the Survivor Series 2025 and shocked fans by attacking John Cena when she came back in the Intercontinental Championship storyline. Now Morgan will shift her focus to WrestleMania 42, where she might challenge Women's World Champion Stephanie Walker. WWE Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns and Liv Morgan rule during Night of Shockers, the road to WrestleMania. 42 started thousands of miles away from Las Vegas at the Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A grand spectacle on January 31st that saw only one left standing in each 30-man and 30-women over-the-top rope battle royal. In the end, Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns punched their respective tickets to WWE's biggest event in April. The event took place inside Riyadh Seasons Stadium at King Abdullah Financial District, KAFD, a 25,000-seat temporary outdoor stadium incredibly constructed over the past month. Each Royal Rumble match started out with 2 superstars, followed by another every 90 seconds. Eliminations occurred by being sent over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. History was made in other ways during the show streamed on the ESPN+. AJ Styles put his WWE career on the line against Gunther, who beat John Cena in the GOAT's last match. Plus, Sami Zayn looked to finally win the WWE Universal Championship against Drew McIntyre. Did he do it? Let us break down the rumbles of the Rumble below. Heyman was not happy when he found out Braun Breaker drew number 2 in the Men's Rumble. The Oracle went off on Adam Pearce during the pre-show, thinking the Raw general manager had something to do with the bad placement. Before Breaker got to the ring to meet number 1 Oba Femi, he was beat up by a hooded figure using Seth Rollins' curb stomp. In a shocker, he was eliminated right out of the gate. The third man, Solo Sikoa, was next to face the Nigerian giant, followed by past winner Rey Mysterio. Femi would go on to eliminate Sikoa, Mysterio, the incoming Rusev, and Matt Cardona. Damian Priest temporarily stopped the streak. The high flyer Javon Evans came in at number 8. An eclectic combination of names joined the field, including Lucha Libre AA's Mr. Iguana and Puppet Layeska and Trick Williams. Cody Rhodes drew number 11, looking for his 3rd Rumble win. To entrance, El Grande Americano met the original El Grande Americano as they did the old Spider-Man finger point thing until both faced elimination. Number 14 was the debut of former AEW star Powerhouse Hobbs, now Royce Keys. The new acquisition made an immediate impact by sending Priest over the top rope. Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Ilya Dragunov, David Delays La Parka, Dragon Lee, and Logan Paul at number 20. The Vision's Reed, Paul, and Theory thinned out the ring with a series of eliminations. Fans erupted at LA Knight's entrance at number 21. He took out Theory and Reed. Next, Heyman accompanied his former client Brock Lesnar, who took many of the opponents to Suplex City. The Lesnar and Femi face-off got the crowd hot. Number 23, The Miz didn't want any of that. Lesnar ultimately dumped Femi out, but WWE built definite interest to see these two monsters face off. Knight and Rhodes teamed up to eliminate Brock Lesnar. Following Rey Fenix was Jey Uso, who would do his Yeet entrance. Number 26 Roman Reigns added more star power to the group. The tribal chief looked to have a WrestleMania flashback until Jacob Fatu broke up the party. The last ones out were Penta, 2-time winner Randy Orton, and Gunther at number 30. Yes, Gunther, the guy who beat Styles earlier in the night. McIntyre ensured Rhodes didn't win the Rumble by causing his elimination. The final 4 came down to Gunther, Paul, Reigns, and Orton. Reigns took out Paul while Gunther eliminated Orton. Gunther looked to put Reigns to sleep, but couldn't get the job done. Reigns became the sole survivor. Going on more than 10 WrestleMania main events, now heading into Vegas, I don't think anyone will ever be able to replicate the run he is on. The show kicked off with the Women's Rumble, with tag partners Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss drawing numbers 1 and 2. Things started out in jest before the third participant came out, Kiana James, Nia Jax, Ivy Nile, in Fallout-inspired looking gear, Lola Vice, Candice LeRae, Jordynne Grace followed. Many of them went after Jax, and rightfully so, as she was a powerhouse. Grace had the first eliminations in LeRae, Vice, and Nile. Flair got Jax out, but also took out Bliss unintentionally. More star power came with Becky Lynch entering at number 9. NXT's brightest Sol Ruca showed what she could do at number 10. Roxanne Perez, dressed inspired by Kim Possible's Shigo, who broke the Rumble record last year lasting 1 hour 7 minutes, followed. Maxine Dupree at 12 immediately went after rival Lynch and Natty, who came in at number 13. Lynch